when you do go on your driving test, your sat nav will either start from here or it'll start from halfway into your driving test. If it doesn't start from here, the sat nav will be on from here. You can see where you're going and it's very clear. So what I do when I'm driving the car, I glance at the sat nav, make sure I understand where I'm going. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go over a route in Thornbury Test Centre. Okay, so this is potentially one of the routes that you could have on your driving test. Now if I turn the volume on, now on your driving test you can ask them to decrease the volume for you. That's not a problem, but you cannot touch the sat nav itself. It's exactly the same as the sat nav I'm using, so you'll use the same sat nav. But what you don't want to do is touch it while you're driving. So you won't touch it. You won't need to do anything. The battery will be fine. You know, it'll last as long as it needs to last. So there's no issue with using a sat nav. Okay, so they'll place it here. They'll turn it off when you need it, and they'll say to you, "Okay, I'd like you now to follow my verbal prompts." Yep. So what's going to happen now is we're going to go to the end of the road. Once we go to the end of the road, the sat nav will start talking to us. When the sat nav starts to talk to us, we'll then go over it together. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to turn left and follow that black car. Now I'm going to go into a lot of detail when I explain this to you. Okay, so let's turn left here. Now on your driving test, when you are turning left here, make sure if there's anyone coming into the road that you stop before you come into contact with each other. So a quick glance at the sat nav, Miriam. What it's telling us, at the end of the road we will be turning right. So when we go ahead, we're going to keep on the left of the road here. Okay, so keep on the left. Okay, it's a two-way road now. Okay, and we're turning right here. Now I want you to stop here for a second before you do go. Okay, now there is a learner car parked in front of you, which will affect how you turn right. He's technically in your path. That's why you should never park opposite a junction. So he's parked wherever he could park, but it's not really a good place to park because it's obstructing you from turning right. Also, this is like a shortcut, so be careful when you turn right here. You won't be able to see cars, but because this is classed as a closed junction, it's important that you make effective observations before you go. And also, where that young man sat in that car, he's working with his instructor, so they're doing some chatting or whatever. Yeah, you need to make sure that he can see you, or that you know that he's not moving off as you turn right. The reason for that is you're in his blind spot. You're almost in line with his pillar. So if he doesn't look into his blind spot, if he moves off, potentially you could have a bump. So it's important that you glance at him and make sure he's not moving off. Two clues for him to be moving off. What are the two clues? The first one would be
indicating.
Yeah, and the second one would be blind
spot check.
That's it. So glance and make sure he's not turning, make sure he's not looking. If he is, then obviously it potentially could be a problem. Okay, we're going to let this young lady come in, and then we're going to move out and we're going to turn right here. Okay, the sat nav hopefully should start talking to us then. If it doesn't, I'll deal with it. Now stop a second. This is the end of your road. Okay, so where we are now, this is the end. That's fine. When you're ready, I want you to move off. That's fine. Good. I want you now to pull up after this grey car on the left hand side where this wooden telegraph post is. Anywhere here, inside this bay if you can. Don't get too close to the roundabout. Okay, try and park parallel with the pavement. So do the best you can and stop before the next lamppost. Go on, a bit more.
Reverse.
No. Go forward and fix it. Finish before the bay. Get closer, stay to the left. Now, gently stay to the right, but let the car do the work with you. You need to slow your hands down, let the car move as well. That's it. Yeah, it's working now. And just come to a stop for a second. Keep your steering where it is. How would you know you've achieved your objective?
When you look over there.
And you need to start using the left door mirror then.
Yeah.
So as you move forward, look in the left door mirror, make sure you're reasonably close to the pavement. Now straighten your front wheels, then come to a stop. Okay, what's that noise? Yeah, get rid of it. Okay, so on your driving test, they will ask you to pull up on the left 3 or 4 times, minimum 4 times, up to 6 sometimes. Okay, so it's important that we understand that you will be making regular stops. It's no big deal. Don't get stressed. You will, and that's just to see whether you can pull up and you can make what they call normal stops. Again, on your driving test, they will pull you up here as well. Okay, so they'll pull you up almost immediately straight away. Okay, now here your driving examiner may help you. Sometimes when the junction is very, very complicated, they will help you, but I'm going to give you a heads up now. Okay, now from today onwards, when you and I talk, we're going to talk street names and we're going to talk like car talk. We're not going to talk about, oh well, we're going to go onto that road. No, we're going to have a name for that road. So what will happen now is the sat nav, this test route, will take you towards Leeds. Okay, so what will happen is at this roundabout you will turn right. At the traffic lights you will turn right. You will then follow the sign for Leeds. Now your driving examiner will not care how you work that out. That's up to you. So your driving instructor should have taught you, and you should be reasonably aware of the area. So now what will happen is when you turn right here at the next traffic lights, there are 2 lanes. Both of them lanes turn right. Now you need to understand this and you need to remember this for your driving lessons here. Both the lanes turn right. The lane on the left that turns right, it goes to all other traffic, and it also turns left onto Leeds Road. So it follows the road ahead and also on Leeds Road. The lane on the right, which is lane 2, the second lane that turns right, goes to Leeds only. Leeds, and it comes back and does a U-turn here. When you go towards Leeds, justifiably, there'll be more than 1 lane. It starts off with 1 single lane, which then breaks into 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Okay, but whatever lane that when you turn right over here and you turn right onto towards Leeds, you will go into the first lane opportunity for Leeds. So we always keep left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to literally teach you this route, and I'm going to explain it to you how you should understand this route. Okay, and then what we'll do, the more you practice this and the rest of the routes, the more you'll become familiar with the test route. Now when you're turning right at a roundabout, you must have a right signal on approach, and if you have time, you'd signal left to exit the roundabout. Yeah, if you can, then do that. And then when we turn right at the traffic lights, so when we come off this roundabout, it'll be 1 lane, but it'll be very, very wide. You'll then gently start moving the car to the right. Now my advice to you when you're doing this route with me is to keep your speed controlled. The faster you go, the more attention you're going to give to your speedometer. The more attention you give to your speedometer, the less attention you're going to give to the road ahead. So keep your speed reasonable. Nobody cares how quick you finish the route. Everybody cares on how well you do it. Yep. So when you're ready, Mariam, I want you to move off. Remember the routine I taught you, and then we're turning right at the roundabout, please. So let's signal right for the roundabout, and let's stop. So, okay, it's no big deal. And go when you're ready. Now he was going so fast, he missed his exit. So let's follow the road round. That's fine. And come off the roundabout, so signal left to come off. And come off and stay close to the pavement on the right. So keep to the right. That's fine. And now we're turning right at the traffic lights. When we turn right, now we don't need to signal. Now that car stopped at them lights. Did you see it? He misunderstood the traffic lights. So when we turn right at these traffic lights, we're then going to keep in lane 2 because we are in lane 2. So when we turn to when our traffic lights go green, so these three traffic lights are for us. When we turn right, we need to stay close to the bollard and close to the next bollard. So let's go when you're ready. That's fine. So as you turn, keep in lane 2. Behind my kind of car. The light is not for you. Keep going. Stay behind our car. Same car as ours. That's fine. Now as you go ahead, what I want you to do, I want you to stay close to this divide line on the left. Good. Get closer to the car in front. Tyres on the tarmac with the vehicle in front, please. Lovely. Now when we go ahead, there's going to be lots of lanes that look confusing. Miriam, it's not. We stay behind him. As we turn the corner, don't go over that white line. If you follow the curve of the road, you will see Leeds A647 on the floor. Aim for the A647 on the left. Go and I'll show you. Give a bit more gas. So don't go over the line, give some more gas. You can see the lane marker here. And now go ahead, stay behind the grey coloured car. That's it. We're going to follow the road round to the right. Stay behind a grey coloured car. That's fine. Gently give gas. Remember the speed limit here. What is the speed limit?
30.
Yeah. So we're going to ignore the sat nav for a second and we're going to go ahead at the lights. Continue following the road ahead. So we're now going to follow the signs for Pudsey. So if you look at the sign on the left, we can use the bus lane. So we're going to keep to the left and we're going to go ahead. Today's Saturday and we are permitted to use it. Now we're going to remain in this lane and we're going to follow the road ahead. Then at the traffic lights we are going to turn left and follow the signs for Pudsey. Pudsey is actually right at the lights, but we can only turn right by going left. Yeah. So let's signal left. Slow yourself down. He's driving really bad, that car. And we're going to keep to the left and we're going to go round. That's fine, but what we're going to do is we're going to stay in lane 2, Miriam, this time, okay? We're going to stay in lane 2 because we don't want to hold people up. And look at the floor markings, a little bit to right, and we are going to stop here. So now what we're going to do is, as we follow the road round, we're going to follow the signs for Pudsey. So let's go. And it's a right turn. We're going to follow the blue car, but we're going to remain in lane 2. That's fine. We're going to go ahead. Straighten up and go ahead. Let's stay in lane 2. And we're going to merge after this car. So look in your left door mirror. Gently slide the car to the left. Cancel your signal. Continue following the road ahead. Continue following the road round. And now, Miriam, find a safe place to pull up on the left. Okay, that would be the end of like what they call the independent drive. So that would have been the end of your driving with the sat nav. Okay, one question, Miriam. Okay, you know when you're driving the car and you're responding to my instructions, take a few more seconds to process what I said to you. Okay. However, the test routes are not hard. It's not a difficult thing for you to do, but give yourself a few moments to understand what you need to do. Because what's happening is you're responding to my voice, and you're responding pretty well. But the problem is when you're responding to my voice, you're not doing it to the best of your ability. You're doing it with the situation that you're in. So personally, I would have stopped after this car. So I would have made sure it's not hard for me to move off. So try and make your life easy. Just because they give you an instruction doesn't mean that you demonstrate that, straight away. So they're looking at how you process things, how you understand things, and what your reasoning is. Yeah? Does that make sense? So either your sat-nav finishes here or your sat-nav starts here. One or the other. So if you just give me... Do you have any questions?
No.
Are you happy with the way it's kind of working
Yeah.
out? Now, there was a little bit that I've missed out. Okay? The little bit that I missed out was when you do a reverse bay park in B&Q car park. So I've missed that little bit out. I've missed out deliberately. The reason why I've missed it out is because we did a bay park in a car park, so I didn't think it was necessary there. But you would first go and do a bay park first and then make your way towards Leeds. But we've missed that little bit out, and we missed it out because I want to finish this route with you now.
You will arrive at your destination at 11:28 a.m.
I'll just turn the volume off for a second. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to follow the road ahead. Now you're going to follow my verbal instructions, okay? So you've pulled up twice, you've got another 3 times to pull up, yeah? You're going to move off when you're ready, but when you do move off, what you missed last time with your blind spot check. I need you to bring that blind spot check in, please, okay? So when you're ready, move off, and we're going to follow the road ahead.
You'd have to signal.
You would need to signal, but make sure you're ready to go when you are signalling. Blind spot check again, and then go. You do your blind spot check at the point that you're actually moving off, so it's clear what you're doing. So even if you do a blind spot check then, which was good, do another one. Make sure I see it, so make sure you've demonstrated to me that you've done it. So we're now following the road ahead. See the horse?
Yeah.
Slow the car right down, right down, right down, right down. That's it, that's it. So you're going to about 10. That horse seems to be doing whatever it wants to do. Slow down again. Keep slowing down, keep slowing down. Slow down more. It's going to bolt. So just come to a gentle stop a second and stop. Physically stop the car. That's fine. It's okay, she's just struggling with that horse. We're just going to wait here a second. It's okay. Just give it a second. And we're going to very, very gently carry on. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. That's it. Very, very slowly. That's right. Nice and slow. Now what's happened there, I think that lady's a trainer. I think she's training the horse. Sorry, the lady that's standing on the side. She's helping that lady that's riding the horse. All you do is just come to a gentle stop. You look at the horse rider will give you an instruction, but it looks like she was panicking there, so we very slowly went past and it looked safe for us to continue. Now we need to slow down because there's a vehicle on your left, okay? Now gently carry on. Mareem, you're going really fast and really, really slow. What I mean by that is we're going really fast and then I'm forcing you to slow down. I want you to have a slower speed now. You do not need to drive at 30. So 25, 26, 23, 25, 26, 24, 25, 26. Keep that range so you've got more time to process anything coming towards you. Okay, we're going to follow the road round to the left. The road will become very narrow, so be careful about cars and buses coming towards you. So slow the car down, slow your pace. But remember, your car's slightly wider than some of these cars. Okay, we will follow this road for a good 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to follow the road ahead. And the road bends to the left. We can see a triangle on the left telling us that the road will bend to the left, and there's a road that joins us from the right. So we're following the road to the left. It's a sharp turn. Well done, that's nice. Now there's lots of cars parked here on a Saturday, but perhaps because of some sort of venue. Now slow the car down again. That's fine. Now we're getting a little close to the cars on the left. That's lovely. But you need to see what I define as close and what you define as close. That's good. And although the road widens up, you may need to travel a bit quicker. Bear in mind that the road becomes narrow very quickly again. So now come to the left. Come to the left. Get closer to the double yellow lines. We need to look to the left of the road, not at oncoming cars. Okay? Now when we go around the black car, come back into the lane on the left. Look at the floor markings. Carry on. We're going a little bit too slow. Be careful, the lights could change. At the next traffic lights, once they're green, we will then go ahead. Can you see how we're leaning towards the line on the right? Try and stay in the middle. So look in the left door mirror and use the pavement or the double yellow lines as a reference. Have an equal gap on either side. Go when you're ready. Now look at the floor markings as you're going ahead at the next traffic lights. So make sure you don't go over that divide line as you're going ahead. Don't get close to that line. That's good. Now soon the speed limit will change into 20, okay? Keep more to the left. Don't get too close to the divide line unnecessarily. So we're in a 20. How do I know that we're in a 20? Well done. Goes into a 30, not 20. Sorry, my fault. Now slow the pace of the car again. Good. That's nice, well done. So you're in control of the car at all times. Now what I want you to do is I want you to follow the road ahead, but I want you to find a safe place to pull up on the left. So keep going. It's too late to park there. It's okay. You keep going until you find a space. Give yourself a few seconds to adjust. So look there, look, plenty of space down there.
Here.
Can we park here?
No.
Can we park in it?
Yeah.
There we go. Anywhere here for me is lovely. Park the car. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to follow the road ahead. At that traffic light that you can see there, we're going to go ahead. Can you see that brown building on the right ahead, immediately in front of you? Right down there. We're going to turn right there. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up so you understand where you're going, so you're not nervous in terms of directions. Soon I'm going to tell you to turn right where that building is there. When you turn right onto that road, you'll follow that road to the bottom. That road is a good 1 mile, 1.5 mile long. When we get to the end of that road, we'll get to what they call, not Ringways, I think it's Wickes Garage. So it's Wickes DIY Shop. With the Wickes DIY Shop, we will get to a roundabout. At the roundabout, we will be taking the first exit following the signs for Bradford. When we take the first exit, when we turn left off the roundabout, we then come onto a slip road. So we automatically come onto a slip road. It will be 40, it will then go into 50. You'll then check your mirrors and signal right when you see the sign for the slip road. The reason why you're signalling right is to show people that you're going onto the main dual carriageway. So you know the road you went onto yesterday, we'll be going onto that from a different position, from a different entry point. When we go onto the slip road, we're then going to look for a safe gap to come onto the dual carriageway. Now you'll see floor marking for an arrow that points into your lane. You need to go onto the dual carriageway before or after that, not at that point. We're then going to continue following the dual carriageway and then following the signs for Bradford. Yesterday you covered that little part, but what you haven't done is this. So when the lights go green and we follow the road ahead, and I tell you to take the next road on the right, as you turn the corner, the road bends to the left. Follow the curve of the road. If you have to stop inside that box, the box is very narrow. You will not get all of your car inside that box, but you will get some of your car. So do the best you can, follow the curve, then turn when it's safe. Okay, so when you're ready, move up please. Let's do this together. He's letting you go. Now cancel your signal. That's fine. So at the traffic lights we go ahead, we then take the next road on the right after the traffic lights.
Where are we going?
We're going to go ahead over the traffic lights and then the next road on the right where that black door is. Now start your routine. That's good. We're going to try and go into that box to the best of your ability before we turn. So slow down like this. If there's no car coming, Miriam, then turn. So we can turn into this road. That's nice. Now straighten up. That's lovely. Keep on your side of your road to the best of your ability. Now we need to, when you look in your left door mirror, also look at how far you are from parked vehicles. Follow the road round and we're going to stay on this road for a good sort of mile. The speed limit here, Miriam, is 30 not 20, okay? I want you now to find a safe place to pull up on the left. Closer, and you need to stop anywhere here. Park the car. Okay, just going to give you a heads up, okay? Do you know when you signal to park? What I mean by that is, I asked you to find a safe place to park the car, and if you look in your rear view mirror, you've come quite considerable distance down with your signal. When you put your signal on, try and park within 10 car spaces of your signal, reasonably. The reason for that is when you signal left and you're going slow, you'll find a vehicle trying to overtake you. If he's overtaking you, he's committed to going around you. You should park. Second thing is you're slowing the car down before you've decided on exactly where the car should stop. So you decide on where the car's going to stop before you signal. So before you do anything, so if I say to you, okay, Mario, pull up on the left. When I say pull up on the left and you're scanning, make a decision exactly where you want the car to stop. If it's right, if it's wrong, we can discuss, fix, no problem. But you need to find a place that's safe, legal and convenient. Sometimes it's a little grey where you stop. So for example, where you've stopped now, perfectly fine, but you could have stopped well before the junction. And then if you stop a bit further back, we could be possibly creating a bottleneck with cars on your right and where you stop as well. Yeah, does that make sense? Okay, move off when you're ready, follow the road ahead. So this is the fourth time I've pulled you in. I'm not going to pull you in anymore, okay? Now cancel your signal. Wait a second. So look at the Audi car behind you. Now signal right. Move off when you're ready. You'll find on a Saturday, Sunday, you'll either find good drivers or bad drivers. You'll never find okay drivers. So he's a good driver. He's realised that you're trying to move off. You signalled, you weren't ready, and then what he did. Now that would be marked down as control, so you'd get a minor for that. Yesterday, the pupil that passed, he got a fault for that. So the speed limit here is, what is it, 30?
Looks so nice here.
Nice area this, isn't it? Nice and peaceful. So we'll continue following the road ahead until we get to the roundabout. That's not me slowing you down, okay? So you need to give gas. That's you easing off the gas pedal very lightly and not realising it. When that happens, the car automatically slows you down. Try and keep your speed up. You're doing 20 now. Speed limit is 30. So glance at your speedometer and keep your speed constant. Quick glance at your speed. You're doing it again. You're at 22. So soon, once we go past the van, you'll see a set of lights. And then we'll go ahead and you'll see the Wicks garage soon. A bit more to the right so you're not too close to parked cars. That's right. So at the traffic lights, we'll go ahead. Then at the roundabout, the first exit left. So look in your left door mirror, start coming closer to the double yellow lines. Mariam, come closer to the double yellow lines and follow the road ahead. You're in the middle of the road. I'm trying to get you to come back to your side of the road. Now we can see the sign for Bradford, A647. It's the first exit on the roundabout. So keep moving forward. Now start your routine for first exit left. Now keep close to the left, to the pavement, Mariam. And if there's no cars coming, keep going. Have a quick look. Keep on the left. Nice and easy. That's right. Now gently carry on. Gently increase your speed. It's still 30, okay? Speed limit hasn't changed. It was 40, it's gone back to 30. So we're following the signs for Bradford. So let's keep left. Keep your speed as it is now at 30 miles an hour. Quick look at your speedometer. Keep it at 30. And then once we go through the 50, then we can go above 30. Now look in your rear view mirror. Now increase your speed and put on your right signal. Now go faster. We need to go a lot faster to come onto the dual carriageway. We need to be going at least 45. Now keep this speed. Go a lot faster. Look in your right door mirror. If it's safe, look in your right door mirror again. If it's safe, gently glide out like this. Now cancel your signal and increase your speed to above 45 and keep it above 45 unless there's a reason why you shouldn't. Quick glance in your right door mirror while you keep your speed at 45, and then look in your left door mirror so you can see up the slip road while you're keeping the car in your lane. Keep an eye on your speed. You're dropping your speed. You must try and regulate your speed, especially on a dual carriageway. The speed is excellent. This is good. And this would be effectively, you're on your way back to the test centre, but you need to keep up good standard of driving up to literally the point that you go back into the test centre. Going too close to the divide line. Now keep the car, steer slower so the car doesn't swerve. Look in the left door mirror and get closer to the white line that you can see very, very slowly. So all you gently do this, you pull the wheel a little and then straight out. Now as we're going ahead, we can see people on the slip road coming into our lane. Keep your speed up. If we need to, we'll look in our right door mirror and we'll move lanes if we need to. Now look in the left door mirror, it doesn't seem like anyone's coming down the road. I want you again to get closer to the left. That's lovely. Nice and gentle. Do it slow so it doesn't scare you. And we have another slip road coming onto our lane. And this one's more busy because this one comes out of Asda. That's right. So we're now following the signs for Bradford, and this is taking you back to the test centre. Now you can see that traffic piling up. We need to start responding to that now. So slow the car down. Again, you're getting close to the line. Everybody stop moving. That's fine. Now carry on because we're braking very, very hard. So what we need to do is recognise that earlier so we're not making as much braking. A bit more to the left. Okay, you're looking in a straight line. I want you to keep the car in your lane in the centre. Now that we've gone past the number 3 countdown marker, we need to put the left signal on to show people we're coming off the carriageway. So we're going in, let's go a little quicker. We're going into what they call a segregated slip road. It means we're protected. Go a little faster, and then follow the black car. Now cancel your signal because it's not necessary, and we're going to follow the road round to the left back to the test centre. Now because it's protected, we're not worried about anybody else. Stay in your lane that you're in now, and we're going to let the bus pull off and we're going to carry on in this lane. That's fine, and carry on. Now usually on a weekend you'll find parked vehicles. If the bus is in 2 lanes, it means there's somebody parked, or he's doing a lane change. So a clue sometimes is the bus is stay in your lane. It's the bus's position. That bus will possibly park up somewhere here or before your test centre. So be careful as you're behind him, okay? If his brake lights come on again, you're going over the line again. If his brake lights come on, his yellow signal will come on. Now his signal, I don't know what he's doing. There, he's signalling. So let's go round the bus. Yeah, into lane 2. Cancel your signal. Then after the bus, we're going to move back into lane 1. So mirrors and signal. Blind spot check because we're going less than 40. Cancel your signal. Continue following the road ahead. Marim, you're too close to the divide line. So we're going to remain in this lane and follow the road round to the left. That's good. Good. Now because we came from that side, we're going to go in from here again. So signal left and then turn in where the green light is. So we're going to go back to the test centre. Usually if you go in from one side, you don't go back to the same side, usually. Then at the roundabout, take the second exit, turn right. Third exit, turn right.
Are we going?
Turning right at the roundabout, third exit. Go round the roundabout, third exit. That second exit, this is the third. Make sure you don't go over the line. Now slow down because there's a car approaching you. Gently carry on, but don't go over the pavement. Whoops. Follow the road round. And we're going to take the second road on the right, that being the first.
No, no.
Yeah, back into the test centre. So signal right, but keep on your side of the road before you turn in. Signal right again. Straighten up and stop. And now move forward to the left. You're too far to the right when you drive the car, okay? This is usually where it goes wrong on your test when you come back. Follow the road ahead. And then he's going to ask you to drive into a bay. Okay, just come to a stop here a second. Just so we're in complete agreement. You need to be on the left hand side of the road. You are on the right. Come back to the left and go ahead. That's it. Straighten up, go ahead. And we're then, straighten up, we're then going to park in a bay ahead of us. You can see how she's looking around, making sure it's safe, etc. And then you'd finish by driving into a bay ahead of you or into any bay. Let's go ahead and stop in a bay ahead of you. It doesn't matter how you park the car when you finish your test. So you can park it anywhere you want in a bay. Make sure you're off the road and that's it, yeah. That's fine. And that would be the end of your test.